Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Urban Shop Talk Live, and we are back after a little bit of a break with episode number 26 on this September 11th, 2017. I am back with my boy Barry Crosby.
I'm back. Yes.
Myself,
Yes.
Terry Youngman,
Yes.
and of course Miss Dina Finney.
Dina in Seattle. I'm back.
Dina in Seattle is
Barry and Terry. You
Barry-
guys,
Barry and
missed it.
Terry and Dina in Seattle.
That's right. Now, Nicole Johnson, she should be joining us very shortly. She has run into a little bit of traffic, so she should be joining us pretty soon. But we're going to get the show started right now. And first thing we want to do is we do want to take time to wish everybody that's still recovering from the Hurricane Harvey disaster in Houston and all the Texas area, and now everybody that's going through the big, huge storm in Florida with Irma. Our well wishes are with you. Our thoughts and our prayers are with you.
Definitely our prayers go with all the people going through this horrible tragedy. This is an event.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Praying
Global
for my
warming.
people in Tampa. I know
Oh,
it's
yeah.
over. It's over. They're
Yeah.
cleaning up. They're in the process of cleaning up and whatnot. But it is now going to Atlanta, right? Atlanta.
Yeah, it's
and that
moving all
area.
around the
and,
south,
praying
man.
for Atlanta and praying for all the different areas that's going to be affected after
Pray that
this
it slows
today.
down. Definitely.
Yeah, we want to pray. I know that I heard earlier that I think the one in Florida, it did get downgraded to a Category 1, so that's good. But I know that they're worried about a few other storms that are on the way, and we just want to wish everybody down there, family, friends, and people that we don't know, everybody, that you're
Definitely.
safe and that you get through this storm, literally and figuratively. So, anyways, that's something that's going on. Also, you know, right now today is a day. We have a few things to talk about today. With today being
Loaded
September 11th, there's a couple other things currently going on with a few Seahawks players that we know and love, like Michael Bennett, and there's some other situations. There's that other topic that we have, which is about technology and how it affects your relationships in particular. And there's some things that brought us to that.
Negatively.
Yeah,
The
but
negative aspect.
but we want to start with the fact that today is September 11th, and it is a anniversary of a bad kind, a negative kind, in a kind of way. And it's been 16 years since the date September 11th became something that meant something because of the tragedies that happened with the terrorist attacks in New York and all those other places on the East Coast.
It was. It changed. I think it changed.
Changed the world, man. Not
Well, I'm
Yeah,
talking
it
about
changed
just
the world.
American. It did
Definitely
change the world,
American.
but American history definitely changed it historically, actually.
Yeah.
But we have recovered. We're a great
Yeah.
nation.
We
Still got a lot of ways to go in a lot of other areas, but this particular area, I think we handled it.
Man,
Yeah, our thoughts and prayers for everyone that perished. May you all rest in peace. I know that September 11th was very, very emotional for me. 2 days before my birthday, and I was a wreck. So that's all I can say. It had affected me in a huge way because I have always been in travel, and I was fearful to travel. At one point, I stopped traveling. I had a small child at the time, and so I didn't want to leave her. And I increased my life insurance. I mean, there's a lot of things that I did differently after September 11th.
And
so-
people are still scared to travel.
Yes.
I mean, I had people coming in the shop talking
Yeah.
about, I'm still scared to travel.
you know, it's really
You're scared to fly.
It's
just crazy.
interesting if you remember, for those of us who are old enough to remember what travel was like before September 11th.
You would
walking
literally
a
go
plane.
maybe 30 minutes before your plane.
Right,
Get
walk
in and out. Walk in and out.
It's nothing. It's completely.
Now it's we're 3 hours, 2 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then the whole industry just changed. Now we have the TSA. Now we have the
Right.
all sorts of the security measures and
Get free TSA.
It's a different.
Get free TSA. Got to do it.
It's a different ball game now. I remember September 11th. I remember being on my way to work and just a normal day. I think I think we
coming
had
to
just
the
watched. No, I wasn't going. I was on my
I
way
was
to
coming
work.
well, because it happened in the morning. I remember coming in.
oh, it's like very early. in
It
the
was
morning.
Yeah, it was really. It happened around 6-7 o'clock out this way at this time, and it was probably around 10 or something like that.
No, what-
on the East Coast.
I
believe
listened to
that's
sports radio in the morning, and I remember it was just cut away from.
Well,
sports
it
radio
was
stuff.
in any
So it's
event.
like,
It was
I
early.
know, okay,
It was
point
early.
being, it was early in the morning.
I remember
Yeah.
going to work, And I think I was still feeling. I think Michael Jackson had a concert the night before. It was on TV, the Madison Square Garden thing that he did. I was still high off that. Like Mike did his thing, went into work, and somebody told me
So
that it was
anyways,
something
we
happened.
wanted to say hello to all our viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in.
What's up, Bubby?
Yeah,
Barbara?
Daisy, Joseph Higgins.
Nice seeing you, Judy. Thank you
My
for,
girl Daisy is
for
on.
coming and
Bobby.
enjoying. Yes, yes.
Barbara Bigelow actually has a question. Why are they calling the people they're refugees? They are not. Well, I don't think they are refugees. Who called them refugees?
Well, she might have heard somebody call them refugees.
Refugees.
Not us.
You're talking about in Florida. I think I heard.
No. I think she
Florida?
might be asking why they're being referred to by some people.
Well,
as
we cannot
refugees.
really answer that because we didn't.
Well,
say
I think-
isn't that
that-
definitely refugee. What they?
Well, if you don't have a home,
Yeah,
if you don't have a home, I think by
abandoned,
definition you
you're
are
a refugee.
Yeah, you're.
I think.
You
I
just
think-
get, I don't think you're a refugee because refugee, for me, my definition in my head, my first thought, refugee,
I have heard
you're
that, though.
fleeing-
I have heard
You're
that.
fleeing your own country to go to another country.
Well, that's a
Well,
form of refugee.
Form of it, but it's
Well, I
a
think
different form. You can leave your home.
Okay.
There can be different.
What is the
circumstances.
definition? Hey,
Somebody tell us.
Somebody tell us.
Somebody
We're
knows
already,
more.
hey, we're back and forth.
We're
We're
off
already
topic
arguing.
right now, but we're trying
We're
to
already
answer our
arguing
viewers'
already.
questions.
Yeah.
Somebody
So-
who knows more. What did you have a follow up on
Yeah.
that?
Well, no, it was just a question that was posed, and that's why I had to read it.
No,
And
she said
so-
the news in. I think she
She's
said the
talking
news in
about in Florida.
Chicago.
How
See,
did
the
she-
news in Chicago are calling people refugees, but I
Yes,
think that.
it's-
What's up? What's up, E? Eric? What's
Yeah,
up?
and then, well, we don't have a follow-up question regarding the refugee. Bobby, happy anniversary, 26 years. Wow, good for you.
What's up, Bubby? Hey, Bubby, congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
He came in, got cut, and definitely
Yeah.
beautiful wife,
So,
beautiful family. Good job, Bubby.
thank you. And then we have Judy Mason. Yes, it is super sad and so many disasters right now.
Yes, it is.
Thanks to the great messages you guys, may everyone stay safe. God bless.
May
Thank you
everyone
so
stay
much.
safe.
Thank you.
And
And then we have Barbara in Florida. Thank you for tuning in, Barbara.
Yes.
We have Nicole Johnson joined in. Are you coming in, Nicole?
She
Where
did.
are you?
Nicole is in the building somewhere.
Yeah. So we have Eric Bush being on your phone all the time can cause problems in a relationship.
Eric,
for
we're
real.
gonna get to
We're
it.
gonna-
We're gonna talk about
Save
that.
that
Hold on.
comment.
Save that.
We're
We're
Save
gonna
that.
get into that because we have some scenarios on that.
And then Joseph said regarding the refugee, seeking refuge. So refugee means seeking refuge. Okay.
Yeah. That's,
Okay, so then one of us kind
Sounds
of
about right.
initially kind of
Yeah.
okay.
So
All right.
then the last one is V. Cormier. I apologize.
How you doing,
They
V?
call
Thank you for
people
joining
that
us.
when Hurricane Katrina hit. So that's very sad. These are USA citizens sending prayers to all of the victims of these crazy storms.
Absolutely, absolutely. And
And-
you are correct in that. I don't know if people mean it.
It's not the same.
insulting. I don't know if maybe it's just
Yeah.
a
Well,
word
for-
usage, but it can sound insulting. I don't know how I feel being American.
Yeah.
citizen.
You're not a refugee.
I'm not a
really.
refugee. I feel like
You're
this
just displaced for the moment.
displacement.
My
How
wording
about
will be
displaced?
displaced for the moment.
That's the word we want to
Yeah,
Yeah,
get.
but if you're trying to like address them as a group, would you say the displacers at the
The
moment,
displaced-
or do you
displaced-
probably say
It's
refugees?
very
Displacement.
temporary.
No,
It's-
displacements.
Right.
Displacement.
I think refugees is kind of like to dramatize it. You know what I mean? Make it
Yeah,
sound
we don't
like-
want that. It's already
But
negative, so
I
we
think
don't
we can
want
change the way.
that. Yeah.
It's
I don't know. It
it's-
sucks anyway. Nobody wants to be a refugee. so-
Okay.
Period.
Point
So
being
that
let's
that's-
just focus on something
so that's-
nicer,
okay.
and maybe we continue to pray for Florida, and help is on the way. A lot of people donated money.
Just don't go to Joel Osteen's church.
That's Houston, though.
Definitely don't do that.
No, that's not
Definitely
even
don't do
Florida.
Hey, no.
And we're gonna talk about that. We have some
That's
upcoming.
a hey, look at this
Oh,
person.
Google-
We have a
look who's
refugee.
doing it. A refugee.
Man,
We're talking about refugee. This is
Nicole
one of them.
Johnson. Nicole
Oh, here.
Johnson.
Yeah, you can take one
She's
seat.
there. Look at the gentleman, Barry.
Oh yeah, we got to.
Barry
we
the
gotta
barber. The gentleman, as always,
Switch people there.
rearranging things. This is live,
There
folks.
you guys go.
Every now
We're
and
live.
then,
Sometimes this is what happens.
a little bit
Yeah,
of
so
traffic.
So we got the crew back.
Yeah.
I miss
Nicole,
you guys, man.
Nicole, we were just talking about the hurricanes that are happening in
She was
Florida,
listening.
and
She was
Houston.
listening. Hello,
Yeah.
no,
And
no,
she
give
was
me a
listening.
recap.
So
Oh.
no recap not needed. You see,
All right.
it's been
Okay.
a week. We've been
So
on.
let's get on it.
So-
Let's get on some good
so-
stuff.
so
Now,
let's move
guys,
on.
we
Technology
get on that.
topic. Let's
Oh,
go.
last but not least, somebody has a birthday coming up.
Oh, my birthday's in 2 days. I
Me
mentioned
too.
it. Oh,
We
when's
have
your
two
birthday?
birthdays in here. So
20th.
20th.
Okay. Well, like I said, with my friends list, I have like over 100 people, but I tagged 50 people in this music that I posted. So,
So we're having a surprise birthday.
Really?
Oh.
Surprising for me?
All the birthday shots in the world going on between these two right here. Not to knock
No,
out an elephant.
we're gonna have a urban barbershop Virgo party for us.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
really?
the weekend of
know that.
the 22nd.
Oh, yeah?
The weekend of the 22nd.
All
We're
right,
gonna do
look
that.
out.
We're gonna give you
Uh.
the location, so come meet with us. Come
Oh, yeah.
party with
We
us.
got
Oh, hell yeah.
Funk Gang, DJ, and RJ on the. Anyways, those are
Oh, yeah.
going back old school.
All right,
let's
we want to talk about a couple things that are happening before we get into our relationship topic. One of the things was, Dina, you posted a very interesting story that was developing out of the Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Out there, one of our Seahawks was out there, Michael Bennett, and ironically enough, Michael Bennett, one of the guys who's been doing protesting against the injustices that are being done by police officers and things
Peacefully,
like that.
he's been doing
doing a lot of peaceful protests, and ironically enough, he experiences some form of injustice in his own words, and at least that's his side of the story. Remember, there's two sides.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got to say that, but that's his side, and he's. So, Dina, tell us a little bit about some of the stuff that you.
Dina was
found out
actually
about.
down there, baby.
You were down there.
Yeah, well, actually, based on what I posted on my wall and our Urban Shop Talk wall, I mean, I posted the letter that was tweeted by Michael Bennett of his recollection of what happened, and then and then there was after it was posted, there was the YouTube video by TMZ that it was captured. Somebody was holding on to this video, and then it was publicized, and then. And then people were just going back and forth on Twitter, and at the end of the day, based on what I've seen, it was wrong. Okay, that was just only because I saw what I saw, and I was there, and Michael Bennett is one of those people that I adore. On the field, off the field, what he's doing for the community, what he does for the fans, what he does for the children, what he does for all the causes out there.
Absolutely.
You don't hear anything bad about Michael Bennett.
No,
From
and so
from
for
all
me,
accounts,
it was
you
a
hear this
shock.
is
I mean, it's like, and then for people to say that, oh, he was lying, he was exaggerating, it's like for somebody who is always,
You don't
who's always
exaggerate
been
that type of abuse. People.
Yeah,
I'm telling
who's
you right
always been in the good side of the law, and all of a sudden he's being like, yeah, he exaggerated, and he's lying
now.
about
He comes
the,
from a military family, also. So,
Yeah.
I mean, in terms
This
of
is
that-
a guy. This is an NFL veteran who's got the camera in front of his face 9 months out of the year. He doesn't need extra attention,
Exactly.
especially
Especially
somebody throwing his face in the canvas
Yeah.
and putting their knee in their back with a gun
Yeah.
against his head. I don't see how he would want that.
Yeah,
posted.
and so to be honest, so, when I posted that, I actually got some attack, and I actually deleted them because I couldn't take it. Because like I said, I have Michael Bennett in a high regard. I am very respected.
And you know him on a personal level.
Yes,
So,
yeah,
I mean,
and
you
so
know.
so for people to attack like, oh yeah, you don't know the two sides to the story. I only saw the side that I mean, given he needs to be arrested or what have you, but the way it went down is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Excessive force, and that's all. Why couldn't he be like, oh, can I see your ID? Because we might arrest you, something like that. But instead,
whole scenario-
arrest first and then give me your ID later.
Well, the whole scenario
Wrong.
was a real hectic situation.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you had
Barry,
a so-called.
what is your take on the whole thing? You heard about it. What do you
Yeah,
think?
no, my take on it is I actually see some of the pictures. I understand in terms of people wanting to see a little bit more, maybe more of the video, but for people to jump and just say that Michael Bennett's lying or what he said was
Yeah.
exaggerating, I think
Yeah.
that come on now.
Yep.
And these are people that clap and cheer when you're on the football field, but when you say something,
Yeah.
again,
Yeah. So actually,
so-
yeah.
Well,
So like right now, the developing story, like from a few days ago, was that the union, the police union in Nevada,
Yeah,
had
they-
written to the
you're
NFL
right,
about because
well, they
they
talk
were
about
being
don't use
called
color,
race-
but yet you use color to talk about
So-
who the police officers.
Well,
were.
that's
crazy.
that's how they defend themselves. They have to always counter the whatever the suit is. They got to counter it. So
Yeah, so
they
for
can
me,
protect
it's
themselves.
just like, okay, it's getting outside the topic. It's like, okay, now they're touching base with him not standing up during the national anthem and all these different things. Like, it's so wrong. Why go there? It's not even the issue here.
Well, Nicole, what do you think? Have you heard anything about this situation?
I haven't been following.
Haven't been following it well enough. Well, I think that this is one of those situations where, it's unfortunate because this is not, what would the conversation be if it wasn't a brother in the NFL, particularly a brother who's been protesting, who's been vocal about the social injustices against blacks and people of color by the police officers. What would it be if it was a J.J. Watt if it was Aaron Rodgers, if it was Tom Brady, if it was, what would happen? What would the words be coming from all of the people that are critical of Michael Bennett? What would be the counter to that if it was one of those guys?
Well, it's interesting
You
to me,
know,
like you said.
we don't see that happen.
Even when you see that, what happened to the nurse in Salt Lake City.
Yeah, that too.
But everybody's like, oh yeah, it's so wrong.
Right, it's wrong.
But it is wrong. But this is what we also saying with people of color too.
But it's
and I think
that's
something that's kind of being ignored in this whole situation, huh?
And do you think maybe you can catch what some of the people
Well,
are saying here?
yeah, well, basically trying to look for, the comments here. Hi, Royce, by the way. Thank you for joining in, Royce.
Royce?
Royce Rice.
Hey, how you doing, brother? Thank you for coming.
Barbara Bigelow, Barbara, a better word. V, where are you guys located? Okay, Mary's gonna say it. Joseph Higgins again. Nicole
They
is
telling you
seeking
till after the
refuge
show.
from white men. Good example. Good example.
Someone said that?
Yeah. Chris Williams, brah, you need some young blood on here,
Chris,
man.
come up with a great topic. We'll have you come down, brother.
Yeah.
No problem here, man. We
Yeah.
actually want more people to be involved. So that's cool.
I think also too when we're talking about the whole thing with Michael Bennett, like you brought up the Utah nurse, and there was a white lady. I always say this to anybody whenever I get into these police conversations, anything like that.
Yeah.
If you tell me if your response to something that happens to a black person that's in jest, and you say, well, look, it happened to this white lady too. I'll say, well, that
It's so
sucks.
wrong.
That shouldn't happen to her either. So my thing is, it doesn't make it okay because they did it to white people too. It's wrong. It's still injustice. It's something that shouldn't happen, and it still doesn't change the fact that it's disproportionately happening to people of color than the other side.
More black people are killing other black people.
That is a
Yeah,
fact.
wrong is wrong.
Black people
That's
kill
what-
because
it's wrong.
every demographic, if you're talking about black, white, or whoever, if you see the number one killers of each demographic, it's their own demographic. More
It's
white
always
people
gonna be
kill
like
white
that.
people. More black people kill black
At a
people.
higher-
So
at a
that's a
higher rate.
stupid argument when anybody says that.
Yeah.
It's the difference is people that we are supposed to be able to trust, that have badges on,
Yep.
that are supposed to protect
I
us, that
agree.
were sworn
That you pay
in,
your
and that we
taxes.
pay taxes to help and support, and they're the ones that we have to be worrying about. So that's the difference, in my opinion. So anyway,
Okay.
So
we don't want to.
we want to say hello to Norma Rule. Hello, thank you. She is tuning in from Denmark for
Denmark,
me.
Wow.
Wow.
See, we
Hello.
large folks. We
We're
worldwide now, baby.
expanding our reach.
We
Thank you so much
worldwide.
for
Denmark,
tuning
what's
in.
happening?
We got Daisy again, Virgos. Okay, hi Daisy. I know you're Virgo too.
Daisy.
Daisy, Chris Williams, Kent, LOL. Okay, Nicholas Jones, mine's today.
Daisy
Okay,
has the
we're
best
still talking
name.
about the
Best show on
birthdays.
TV. Okay.
All right, so there's the I've been V said I've been racially profiled a few times. Once I was walking home from getting my hair done, so the cop thought I was working girl. Ooh, that's
wow.
not good. And once followed
We gotta have
by
you on
Carmen.
to tell that story. That's an
She
interesting.
probably
one.
thought I was a kid. Because
Wow.
we feel sorry for you. Yeah,
Yes.
that's not good at all. That's not
I don't
good.
even know.
No,
what
yeah.
And then
profiling.
another Seahawks was profiled for looking into a window of an athlete facility he wanted to buy. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was
That's
Cam
what I'm saying.
Chancellor
Oh, really?
when he was trying to buy the gym. He was racially profiled. That was last year.
Wow.
Well, I think it's so funny that all this stuff happens, and we're talking about a guy like Colin Kaepernick who was taking a knee on this same issue, and he still can't play in the NFL. Meanwhile, we got Ezekiel Elliott, who they fought tooth and nail to get to play a game after he was, he's been called out for domestic violence, and they overturned his suspension to get him out there. So it's just incredible what the league is allowing you to get away with. We got drunks, alcoholics, wife beaters, abusers, rapists,
The whole
everybody
nine
playing.
NFL.
But Colin Kaepernick talks about this very thing that happened to Michael Bennett.
That we're
who,
seeing.
no matter what you
Yeah,
say about
happened
Michael
on
Bennett.
And
Michael
Joseph
Bennett,
Higgins said it would not have never happened to J.J. Watt
oh no,
or Rodgers.
it
Of
wouldn't
course,
happen. He knows
of
it. And
course.
that's what I'm saying, Joseph. And the thing
And we're
is,
seeing it on the constant.
and Michael Bennett did not do anything. Because how do we know that? Because he got released the same day.
Yep.
So he was innocent. No matter what you try to say about what happened or whatever, people do not get out of handcuffs, get out of jail if they're not innocent. So we'll move on from that.
Yeah.
Seahawks
and
game. We
Zane,
gotta
there's
talk,
no J-Lo
talk
here,
about one
Zane.
thing about the Seahawks game. Can we talk about a little bit
Thank
about the
you,
Seahawks
though,
game
Zane.
just real quickly?
Seahawks, I don't want to talk
I'm so
about no
damn
Seahawks game.
disappointed.
Let's move on,
Let's
man.
go.
We're not talking
7
about
years.
it.
Let's
We
talk
need
about
to
this
focus.
off
Let's talk about
line.
this technology.
Okay, I'm
Let's
sorry.
talk about the technology in these
Barry, get
I
relationships.
gotta
over it.
lose money.
I don't wanna talk
I'm
about
tired
that.
of losing money like
Okay,
this.
get over it.
When it comes to
Can-
season
can-
openers, we're just not. Okay.
No, it's not about season
No,
opener.
dude.
We have
We've been
never
talking
won
about-
in Green Bay in the last 10 years.
That's no
Look
truth.
it up. Look
With
it up.
this
We
defense,
have never won
How
in
this
Green
defense
Bay.
played? That defense played it. They balled out.
No,
Look, man.
They balled
we have-
out.
we
Offensive
have
line. We've
not
been talking about
won
this
in
offensive
Green
line
Bay.
for
Get
7
it?
years.
Technology, folks.
You have
Technology
You have a
relationships.
top 5 quarterback in Russell Wilson, and he has
He
to.
want us to all get drunk tonight because I'm getting depressed all over
There
again
is
after that
something
game,
with
man.
Green
I get
Bay.
mad about
Hello.
this though. Russell Wilson, you got a franchise quarterback. Give him.
They ain't gonna
Come on.
protect him. They didn't get it. They didn't address it. They've got all these other pieces. They didn't address the offensive line, and that's why we right back where we started. Can we please talk about technology
Can we please talk
relationships?
about Russell?
Can we please? I don't want to talk about this. You saw the
Okay.
game.
So just to wrap up about the police, let me just read some more comments.
Go ahead.
If we took
Derek,
All
I hate
the-
the Cowboys, but I won money on them, so good
B,
job.
if we took all the history of this country and people learned the history, they would show more empathy. However, they are now seeing when it's going. Oh, I have to put my glasses on. Sorry.
Probably a good idea.
I think
Yeah.
what would happen is when more people see this going on
There you go.
with different people throughout the community, white people, black
But
people, Asian
African Americans
people,
are
when you
more
see that-
profiled.
But it is. But
according
it
to
is.
Barbara.
But I think what's
But when you
and
start
it's
seeing
true,
it-
Barbara. But what I think is happening too, when you're talking about empathy and people empathizing, what's unfortunately the trend that's been happening, especially in the Make America Great years that we've
Okay.
been having, that what's been happening lately is that
Okay.
people. Hold on, guys. What's been happening is that people are they're
We're just
starting.
gonna laugh at you for now.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh.
Finish up.
People are starting to, instead of empathizing with people, what's becoming accepted now is to double down on the reverse of it. To where instead of people, now they're seeing all the video footage and they're seeing all of this stuff that's coming out, and we're talking about it more in the discussions more, people aren't really, a lot of the people, you know, that were already cool, they're gonna realize it. And a lot of
when
other
it started
people,
happening to people
All right.
that you know, people within your own
All right.
spectrum of community,
So
that's
we
what happens.
wrapped up about that
Okay.
that subject
So let's
matter,
move on.
and then Barry, they told you to just shut up about the Seahawks already. All our
started talking
followers
about
here,
technology.
yeah, Barry, nobody cares. That's what they say. And Chris Williams,
It's in my barbershop. I
Chris
will talk
Williams
about-
is requesting us to. Can you all talk
All right,
about
let's get-
relationships and
all right.
technology now, please?
So on to the main. We will talk about this.
wait a minute. One
Yes.
more thing about Bennett. No, now I'll talk about it, Chris. Now I'll talk about technology.
What we're
No,
talking
but-
about. So for those of you who just joined us, we are going to talk about how technology in general affects the relationship. So please engage with us, put it in your comments, and I will read it, and then we can discuss it.
But
Okay.
I'll give you the jump off of this whole thing. We were actually me,
Thanks, Kenny,
me
for
Barry-
Kenny Burns joined in. Thank you, Kenny.
Okay.
Kenny Burns.
Kenny, what's up, man?
So me and Barry, we're big fans of the show Insecure that's on HBO. Starring
I try to hate that
I've
show
never
too.
seen it.
I try to
Wow.
hate that show, and I actually
you
love it. It's the
Insecure?
best show on TV
If
right
you're
now.
not watching
These
Insecure,
these
you're not watching
these
something
two
good.
just have too much time for them.
It's
No,
on
No,
TV,
I
not
don't have a lot of time at all. I make
Actually,
time.
Is it on
special
TV?
person got me on too.
It's on HBO. It's
Okay.
on HBO. But no, it's a great show. Anyway, one of the major plot lines that's been going on is the relationship and breakup of Issa Rae's character and with her boyfriend Lawrence on the show. And a major issue developed between them once after their breakup that happened. She was unfriended by him on Facebook. And he had reasons for doing it. He didn't want to see her. And
She
all
lost
this
It
her
stuff.
mind.
makes sense.
She
though.
got so
No, it doesn't make any
upset.
sense. If
What
you
do you
break
mean?
This is what we get to, folks. Hold on now.
No, it doesn't make
Hold on
sense.
now. We're gonna get to that. So
Oh,
we're gonna talk. We're
goodness.
talking about the effects of technology in relationships, not necessarily just
the social media aspect. We want to talk about technology in general. So like
Right.
the usage of text messaging as
cell
opposed
phones
to
and
calling.
everything.
It used to be back in the day. You used to sit on the phone for 2 hours when you're trying to get to know somebody. You guys have that phone conversation. Now you
Not
just
now.
no.
Text,
It's done. It's text.
or thumb. That's
Texting.
what you do.
Yeah, and so
It's a fast-paced life.
I think
it's
you
a
know?
pros and cons. And Nicole started off.
I think that one of the biggest issues with texting in relationships is things get misconstrued and people end up fighting over things that if they would have just picked up the phone and talked about it in 5 minutes versus texting each other for an hour and
Mhm.
taking, because you read your own reflections in the voice
Right,
and you
right.
read into it the way that you want to read into it and not necessarily the way that the person meant it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Or
necessarily.
vice versa.
Mm.
And so that I think alone causes a lot of stress in relationships because you are kind of like bringing on your own ideas of what they're trying to say and it could be the exact
Don't you think that
opposite.
it kind of pushes people apart too? Because your conversation.
It's impersonal.
Real quick, you just had me thinking of, there was a sketch on Key and Peele where they did a whole sketch on that show, on the Key and Peele show, where they were saying stuff to each other, and they would message it, but like one would like the way that they do it, like he put a maybe exclamation point after something or
Yeah,
something, and
like
they started wanting to fight each other, but they were both not tripping, and they both thought that they were, and you gotta watch it. So it's the same thing, because you can make assumptions about what you think somebody is trying to say or how they're sounding when they're not. So that's funny when you said that. It just reminded me of that. Look at Key and Peele's sketch up. Look that up.
Well, some of our followers are just saying it's a great show. Like Wes said, it's a great show.
Insecure.
Insecure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I'm Team Lawrence all the way.
So I have a question
Great
here
scene.
from one of our
Okay.
viewers. What do you all think? Hold on. What do you think about Facebook and relationships? Ooh,
Well,
dang,
yeah, that's
good
part of
topic.
it. That's
Like-
part
We
of it.
talked about.
Well,
we had talked.
Can
discussed-
they clarify the question?
Are you talking about is it good, is it bad?
Like being on Facebook while you're in a relationship, or
Or-
meeting someone on Facebook?
I think that's
and
a
getting
whole-
into
it's a
a
whole-
Let's go into both.
I think
Okay.
it's. I
We
think
got time. Let's go into both. So
Yeah.
pros and cons of that. Meeting somebody on Facebook. Is that if you don't know, is that an easier way of meeting somebody? Is going on Facebook or
Well,
online
it's definitely
dating?
Epic is definitely easy.
Well,
It's easier.
It's
Is it
weird.
better?
It-
Some people exactly. Some people.
well, some people have success stories and some don't.
yeah.
I think if you friend somebody like randomly and you guys are friends on Facebook for a long time and something develops that way, then that's cool. But I get friend requests from random dudes all the
Oh,
time.
you talk about some of our people on.
Or like, well, no, like people from like other countries and stuff too.
Yeah,
And
that's
then, or
scary.
like they'll just say hi, and I just delete them. I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
No.
Like,
No.
Huh.
it's creepy.
Do you delete them if they fine?
I don't even check them out.
No,
Oh,
no.
what about you, Dina? Let's see.
No,
Line.
no.
No, wait a
I
minute
already
here.
meet a
Let's
lot of
stop.
people in
Line.
person. Why would
Yeah.
I try to link up with somebody
Okay, but you meet a
online?
lot of people maybe locally, but you still have a whole network of people
Yeah, but
outside of it.
I do have a whole.
So you're
network
telling me if the
outside.
guy don't look good, and you see this guy,
I'm
you
He's
see
an
just-
eight.
I'm
Remember,
just-
he gotta be 8.
if he's an 8 and
If he's
above,
an 8 or above,
both you
that's
guys,
all you messing with.
one 8 or above, another one has to have some abs. So there we go. So you're gonna tell me you guys automatically just erase and not even look at me?
I'm not
Huh?
trying to date on Facebook, so
Yeah.
it's a non-issue for me. It's like, I don't know you, you're weird, delete. Like, I don't.
Well, what if it's like a friend of a friend? Like
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying-
different.
Okay, so
I know, I'll go
the way
with
it
you.
happens, though, the way it happens
Interesting.
is that at least for me, I need to speak for myself. They friend request and I go, oh, okay,
Insecure is
I
a
don't
great
know
show,
this
baby.
this
You know it.
person, but then I will probably add them because when I look at their profile, they're more professional. Oh, maybe he can bring value to me as a friend or something like that. But then when they start talking about,
So it's an interview process.
It's
what do you
not-
bring?
it
oh my
kind of is.
God.
It is. You just said it.
It
It's an
kind of
interview.
is.
You gotta have all of this
Oh,
to
You
be
gotta have
my
all
friend.
that. You can't have-
Friends doesn't mean that you.
Huh.
Oh my God, I have to add this person. This is a potential somebody I'm gonna date.
Oh,
No,
he
then
got
that-
his own business.
He got-
Hold on, let me like that.
No, then
I like that.
He's a barber. Going with
Shut up,
you
Barbara.
guys don't understand.
I do, because I think that a lot of times, I think we all want that to be the reason, but we do look at what the other person looks like, right? I think that's the number
Okay,
one
so-
thing.
No, I don't get attracted.
I
Like,
look
oh,
at
I
their
need to-
profile. Their profile.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
I look at when you go to someone's profile and you look at just the little piece that they share about
Yeah.
themselves, like their employer, where they live.
Mhm.
If they live in another country that's not Puerto Rico, Canada, or UK,
What do you
Yeah.
call it? Where did Puerto Rico come?
because that's the only country
She
that
said
I'm
she don't mind in
interested
Puerto
in.
Rico.
That's still
You
U.S.
be Puerto
though.
Rico. She don't mind that.
Yeah, we don't want anybody from
Wait a
Kazakhstan,
minute.
India,
Wait a minute.
Pakistan.
Yeah,
It's like, no.
She said ever since New York Undercover, she's with that Puerto Rico.
I know that,
Go ahead.
I know that
Go
word.
ahead.
So I ain't mad at you. I
Go
never
ahead,
even thought about
Torres.
that.
You weren't mad
I
at
was
that.
that maybe Dominican or
So-
Yeah, so if they're not in the country that I do business in, they're not going to be on my Facebook.
Okay, so let's.
And there's another reason for that, because once you're friends with someone in one country, like let's say I accepted a friend request from someone in India,
Uh-huh.
then I'm going to get a ton of people trying to message me or friend request me from India. Then I've got this huge thing of Facebook people that I can't even connect
Yeah.
with, and you only get 5,000 friends.
Yep.
So
I'm sure that's a whole
Yeah.
different experience for women.
Well, that's
I'm sure it
there's
is. I'm
something
sure it
true
is.
about
I
that
can't
one
relate to
about
that.
the
You
India
know,
thing.
nah, I don't know. Got all these girls from these other countries trying to hit me up.
And so we're
Let me just clear
Yeah,
this out real
like,
quick.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's scary. So
Okay,
Now
so
what?
you're saying, okay, so You said Facebook is a no-no.
Yeah.
Not for
Facebook is,
dating. I don't know.
but you would go to like a dating
I
app or
have-
site.
I have tried out dating sites.
Okay.
I met my ex-husband on Match.com when it was free, like
See?
20 something years ago.
Well, see.
But,
So that's a
but
success.
that's 20 something years ago. It's not the same.
Did you get what you paid for?
No, she said
It was free back then.
Oh, it's free. Oh, then maybe you did. So no, okay. So I want to go a little bit away from the Facebook, social media stuff. So in terms of text messaging, how do you feel about it? Now I know a lot of people personally that if I call you, I can call you all day long. Call you and you ain't gonna answer your phone, and then you might text message me at some point or another. How do you feel with people now that we got cell phones? Because now you know that you have a direct link to people now all the time. So
Yeah.
how does that make you feel about the person? Because I know cell phones have actually made me think differently about people when I know I'm calling people and I know they got access to their phone, but they just don't answer it. So it makes me think differently. So what do you think about cell phones?
I mean, what do you mean it makes you think differently because they don't pick up the phone or?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, look.
Well, they're
Because you
wait,
got
wait,
used
wait,
to
wait,
it.
wait,
Because
wait,
you
wait.
got
Hold
used
on.
to the instant
yeah.
No.
instant access to somebody.
No.
Like,
I'm not talking about anytime I want you got to pick up the phone. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's people that I know that you'll call and you'll try to connect with. You guys are supposed to, be talking or whatever. You'll try to call them up, and then they just don't ever get back to you, and you know that they can't.
Hey, they're trying to avoid you. Get it?
Maybe. Well, that's the point. That's the point. And maybe that doesn't
Well, I
happen
don't
in
know.
this age.
I don't know.
Just doesn't back. It's like
Did you
unfriend.
ever think maybe they're busy?
Yeah, I think
This is my
because
wait a minute.
people don't. Whenever you pick up the phone, people don't want to ask you something real quick.
This is what I'm trying to
It's
explain.
got to be a longer conversation.
This is what I'm trying to explain.
It's necessary.
I'm saying at any point. I mean, there's some people I know, and I'm not the only person that goes through this. So somebody help me out. No, maybe not you, Miss Dina. We don't all got it like that. Maybe not like that. Maybe not like that. But what I'm saying
that's
is,
8 and above.
what
so
I'm
it's
saying
like
is,
that for us.
what I'm saying is,
it's 8 and above.
listen, for hypothetical, maybe you're not a loser like me that nobody wants to talk to. Maybe you're not a loser like that. Maybe it's not like that. But let's say it's that you are equally as busy as somebody else, and you're making time for this person. You're trying to hit them up. You're trying to talk to them. And you know that if you can make time with your schedule, your kids, and whatever,
Are you talking about in
and
a
they might not
dating
relationship.
scenario?
I'm talking about in general. I'm
In
talking about
general,
a friend of yours, a good friend of
Okay,
yours. I'm talking.
yeah.
It's not gotta be I'm getting dissed by a
Well-
girl. I'm talking about this could be one of your boys or one of your girls.
I would say this, okay?
Interesting.
People are busy. So if they don't respond to you, call you back or text you back.
You must be
they're
one of the
busy.
people that do that.
24 hours is my thing. 24
What the
hours.
hell?
I'm giving you 24
I
hours.
don't have
Like,
a time limit.
why not?
It happens when it happens, man.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know
Like-
you had to pick up your phone. I mean,
No,
to
no,
me,
no, no, no.
if you
If
know,
somebody-
like, during
Somebody calls
work
you, I
hours,
called you.
I get a lot of calls.
I see.
for
That's
I get a lot
exactly.
of calls. for
That's
that.
your respect,
I'm not
dude.
saying your work hours. I'm saying like in general. I know you ain't working right now. I'm hitting you up. You don't hit me
Okay,
up.
if you call me right now, I'm on the
Okay.
show. I can't pick up.
See, this is
No, but
you ain't trying not to. Man. I know
I'm
that you're
trying.
busy
I
this
feel
morning.
you, but I just think that
I guess I still don't understand the question. Like, what are you upset with people because they're not calling you back?
I'm saying if you think that if you're trying to have access, if you're trying to contact somebody, and you
Okay.
know that they're not making the same efforts to contact you because now you know that
They
people
don't
got
want to
cell
have
phones.
anything to do with you.
That's not that they don't want to have anything
I'm
to do.
giving you an
Some people like
answer. You asked the question, I'm giving you a
I'm
positive
not saying-
answer.
I'm
What
not-
is your question though? If they're not hitting you back, what is your question?
No, I'm saying,
Oh.
well, how does it? I'm saying maybe things like that happen. Maybe they don't. I was asking simply, does the people having cell phones and you having a direct line to them
Get
does that-
impatient
does
with
that-
people not calling
Do
you
you
back?
get impatient with it? Do you try to avoid them more because they know that's what I'm talking about?
I was telling
And-
you, my rule is 24 hours because people are busy. Sometimes they're traveling.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
heard that.
24
I got
hours.
you.
So
I got you.
basically, if they call me and I didn't answer, they didn't leave a voicemail or they text me back, at least I will respond like, what do you need?
I got you.
24
I got you. And that's-
hours.
see,
But
that's
if they
different.
don't respond to you, that means that they don't want to have anything to do with you and be done with it.
On the flip side of that, though, I feel like for me, because I run a social media business, and I have a tendency to want to respond to everybody like immediately, right?
Yep.
Right.
I have to shut it down. Like I have to, I literally have to block out my day, and I have to be like, okay, I'm only going to answer messages during this time of the day, because otherwise I'm in a constant chaos of messaging
You can't
people
take care of
all day
anything
long,
else.
and I don't get nothing done. And
Yeah.
there's a book called Master Your Time, Master Your Life by Brian Tracy, and he talks about how constantly responding to messages all day long actually makes us more dumb. Like it does something to our brain
Right.
because we cannot focus, and so we are constantly, like, when you start your day out answering people's messages, you're literally fixing everyone else's fire before you deal with your own
And
things.
you lose valuable time with
But
people you love, too.
I
You
think
feel
in
me?
business and in life, these are two different things.
That's what I'm
From
talking
9 to
about.
5, you're in business. You have to respond. It's just common courtesy. You need to respond, and you can tell any business. I mean, if you don't respond to like a potential customer and whatnot within the next 24 hours, that's a no-no. I understand the 9 to 5, but if it's like friendships, acquaintances, family, I think the same rule apply 24 hours. But after 5 o'clock, when
Unless-
you're actually off work, when you're actually like, some people, they can't,
But even when I'm off
they
of
can't
work,
call
Or
or
like
even
they leave
if
a
I'm at work,
message and
there's-
say, "Hey, I need to talk to you like
Yeah,
right away" or
yeah.
something.
oh, you get people that always say that ASAP or you know, and then you call them, it's nothing. Oh, what time you open? I'm just weird. No, I don't buy into all that.
So let's take some comments here.
Okay,
Let's read some
let's
of
get
the
some
comments
comments
here. Where are we now? So we were like, right, if they don't answer or call you, they ain't interested.
Yeah,
That
straight,
was-
straight to the point,
This
Chris.
question
Hey.
is for the ladies. If you poke someone on Facebook, do you like them or do you want to hook up with them?
Yeah, what is the
What
point?
is the point of the poke? I get poked by
I mean, that's
people and
for-
I'm like,
that's
why
more
are
for
you
kids.
doing
Well,
this?
no, the poking means that
I
they're
think that's what-
thinking
that's
of
for
you.
kids.
They're thinking of you.
Unless they really want to poke you.
Okay, so I'm
What's the
sorry.
purpose of a
If
poke?
someone's gonna poke me, just send me a message. Like, what?
But you just say you might not respond.
Some
So-
people
so-
don't have instant messenger. Some people don't have instant messenger. That's their
that's what
way
they
of. Yeah, that's what they do. They poke, and then you poke them
Who
back.
asked
Like,
that question?
Zane.
Zane.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zane Bar.
Okay.
So Nicholas,
Was Zane poke one
if
of
it's
these?
not anything pertaining to business or an invite to an event, I don't even call folks. Okay.
Mm.
Chris Williams, bruh, if they don't answer or call you, they're... Oh, I already read that, sorry.
Yeah.
24-hour rules.
Trust
is
me,
good
I'm not
rule of
worried
thumb.
about
Thank you,
nobody calling
Joseph.
me
Joseph's
like that.
agreeing with me.
Especially
24
not
hours,
women.
Mary. 24 hours.
Good point, Joseph. I'm gonna call Joseph just to see
If
he
they
picks
ain't
up.
making the effort, they ain't interested. That's what's Chris Williams. I do agree with that. And Zane agrees, and Chris Williams...
Well,
they don't
especially you talk about dating. I think that is a pretty.
Well, I wasn't talking
I'm
about
just
again. I
saying,
wasn't
if
talking
you're talking
about
about
dating.
dating-
That's definitely.
dating-
if you're-
And Nicholas
anything-
said you're looking too far into this. You're looking too far.
Well, I think that society, because we do have cell phones and we are like attached to our phones, because we don't use our phones just as our phones anymore. We use our phones for our calendars, for our
Everything.
Everything.
like
Everything.
my business is run on my phone.
Yup.
Like my phone, I can do everything on my phone.
Yep.
So people do expect people to just drop everything and respond. It's like that. We've come to a society and
Instant
technological state of instant gratification. Like if I call you, you better answer, or you better text me back.
And it's too much. I think it's too
And
much.
then people read into it and they become insecure when the person doesn't text them back.
Okay,
or,
but even when a text message, when is enough of the text? Because you'll text like somebody ask you a question, you answer.
Yeah.
Then they keep asking.
Well,
then,
just say,
then all of a
just say
sudden,
you're not...
it's like
Just
25
say you're
text
busy.
messages.
Just say you're busy.
It
Gotta
don't
go.
matter.
Gotta
Then
go.
you
Yeah.
know.
Then you leave
Yeah,
a message.
so-
I just want to acknowledge my cousin Joyce Beltrano in New York. Thank you for tuning in. You know,
Joyce.
we're getting some traction.
Okay.
Thank you so much for tuning
Cool.
in. So, do we want to read more of this?
Good. Good. Read a couple
Like,
more.
Chris Williams,
Talking
it doesn't
about
matter if
poking.
you're friends, lovers, co-workers, you need to be respectful. I say the same thing, Chris. Can we just have one conversation, please? If you're an adult poking someone
Sure,
on
you can.
Facebook, your social skills are lacking. Maybe. And then Lydia, mousy of the time a poke,
This is it,
most
most of the time.
most of the time a poke is flirting. In my opinion, I only get poked by guys. Oh, Lydia, really? And I want to acknowledge Chuck, Francis Chuck just joined in. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining
Francis?
in. Yeah, well,
What's up,
I
man?
finally put it on my timeline so everybody's
Oh,
seeing it.
we're coming up now.
Look,
And Nicholas says if you're an adult poking someone on Facebook, your social skills are lacking. I agree.
So so we're to that point now when we're talking about back to the social media thing. Okay, so you're in the relationship. You're in the relationship, and you're getting a lot of your friend requests and all of these things of that nature, and you're getting a lot of likes and a lot of things like that from people of the other opposite sex and things of that nature. So,
That's a good one.
what is the feeling of somebody who's in a relationship towards that type of a thing? What do you think about that? If that's something that's
I'm gonna let the
happening?
ladies take that, and I want to come in.
I've actually had an experience with that.
Tell us about
So what is that
experience,
experience, Nicole?
Yeah.
We want to know.
So I dated a guy who had a past experience of somebody cheating on him via Facebook. So when he and I started dating,
He's paranoid?
yeah.
Oh, look.
So I was a brand new into my business, so I didn't really know how to do the income producing activity. So I'm like on my phone, oh yeah, I'm working, and he was super jealous, like
Yeah.
super jealous, insecure, like literally, like one time he accused me of unliking all of his Facebook posts.
What?
I'm like,
Wow.
what? Do you think I have time to sit there and unlike? So it can, I mean, but I think it's a case by case basis. I think it depends on the person, the people in the relationship, because if you're secure in your relationship and you are both in network marketing, you're going to have to be okay with people getting a lot of friend
But what
requests.
if you're not in? What if you're not in that?
Then,
type-
like, that's why I said it's a case by case basis.
Yeah,
I think-
because
So it's only a business thing that you'd be okay
Yeah.
with the likes from the other side and the friend.
the role is
yeah,
reversed.
like if I was dating a guy and he was getting a ton of like
Yeah, it's just
female friend requests and he was accepting them, I wouldn't necessarily get jealous, but I would definitely question it. It would
Yeah.
be like, why are you getting all these female friend requests, and do you know these women? Like,
Right.
it wouldn't be like I'm gonna go attack him or like freak out on him. I'm gonna ask him like,
yeah.
would you be okay with me getting a bunch of male friend requests?
Well, what if on his page it says it doesn't say relationship?
Oh Lord, I don't
But let's stop there.
Oh,
Let's
we-
stop there for that. So for
We've
me,
had that one
my
before.
take on that one is that because I use Facebook for business, for promoting, and so I have a lot of people who would like my post, and this is for self promotion for the events that I do promote. So it's business.
Okay, well let's stop talking about the business aspect.
Yeah, that's the
Talk
easy
about-
way out. I ain't talking about that.
We want to know socially. Because
Socially.
when you're dating, Facebook tends to always Facebook, Instagram, all this kind of stuff always plays a part in it.
It's just liking. It's an appreciation for something.
No, that's you would think that, right? But
people read into
so this
likes. huh?
particular guy that I dated,
Oh Lord, tell me what it is.
So I had a friend who is no one I've ever met. He's in North Carolina and he runs a fitness page too. And I would like his photos and be like, "Hey, you're looking sharp." You know, just public relations, like building that.
Branding.
That yeah.
Build the
And
brand.
that made him jealous because I said that this
How many
guy-
times? How
time
many
out.
times you say that to the same guy? though?
Yeah.
How many times you say that kind of stuff to the same guy?
Well, this
Jeremy,
guy
hell,
run, like this guy
I've been wa- I just
no,
wanna-
this,
wanna know.
this is a business relationship, and
Crystal.
he lets us post on his page to promote our businesses, and so it's strictly.
Well, how many likes though? Like,
Oh, like I think I did it like once or twice.
hmm.
So it's like it really does come down to the specific situation and the people that are in the relationship and what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with, how far is too far, how many, you know.
Yeah.
It's really it's not a generalized thing. It's like a specific.
It's specific.
situation.
I think everybody looks at it so differently because things that I've had people count the likes.
So can you? Yeah. What?
Yeah, 33 likes.
For what? Well, okay.
That's cool.
If you're posting provocative pictures and you're in a relationship and all these men are liking, that's a different story.
Okay, but your definition of provocative could be a lot different than somebody else's.
Somebody might just be in a nice
Nice
outfit one
outfit,
night.
but-
Well, and you
Guys
can't
might
control
like
what
it.
other people do. Like I don't put a lot of provocative pictures on my page, but I dress up every once in a while, and I'll have a nice
Nicole, I
dress on.
seen one.
Oh, wait, hold
Can you
on.
show the Nicole
Hold on,
picture?
I want to hear this. I got this one's a good one right here.
Is that-
From V.
V!
She
V,
says,
the MVP
my
today.
relationship status is private, and I'm not friends with my man. I just am very confident, secure person. So if there is someone out there, they're baddest enough to take my man. I never had him. So she said,
That's a good woman.
she putting it out there
Yeah.
like she ain't worried about it.
And her man is a very
Her man is
So
Yeah,
There you
basically,
go.
they're not friends on Facebook. So when
Because she
you,
doesn't need to know.
She
all
said
that
she
other-
don't need to know. She's not jealous. She
Their
said
relationship
So-
is about them two, and that's
Yeah.
what it should.
so
be.
they're private. Okay.
she
I
said
get
if
it.
if there's a woman that can take her man from her,
Then-
then it wasn't her man in the first place.
Amen.
And then of course there are some
respect that.
men who wants to be like announce that they are the one who's with you. So how are you gonna deal with that?
Ooh. Men do that.
Yeah.
That
No,
want
men
to
don't do
announce.
that.
They want to be.
They want to announce
the
the
world.
relationship
Yeah.
then.
Well,
I haven't met a man that wants to
so
do
what do
that.
what do you guys do, ladies, when you have a guy who wants to go public? I want the world to know you
This is
mine.
my woman.
Put
Isn't
it on
isn't
it.
that a
On
time? Isn't
relationship
that time
status.
sensitive though? Maybe over a period of time, or it's not something you would quickly do, right?
It's definitely time sensitive, but who freaking cares? It's
Uh,
Facebook.
Well,
I would rather show
that's
that I'm in a
the thing.
relationship by spending time with you in public and like showing that you're my partner, not worrying about what people think.
She had
on
that
Facebook.
one in the chamber. She had that one ready to go.
Right, but people do.
Like, who
But
cares? It's
people do
freaking
though. It's
Facebook.
like, for example, like some people are in a relationship and then they go public, then they, they won't post anything that they're together, but then the other party will be posting a lot of pictures that, doing certain things. Right, Barry?
I don't want to
So,
do
Oh, so
let me
that's
ask
a
you
you.
this. Like, what is the point of putting your relationship on Facebook? Because, like V said, if your man's gonna cheat, your man's gonna cheat.
Yeah.
If your woman's gonna cheat, your woman's gonna cheat. It don't matter what Facebook says. It don't matter if you got a ring on your finger. If you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat.
I just think that Facebook, and when you start doing all those type of things, it just leads to messy situations.
It does. It
And
does.
it's just unnecessary situations that you're putting.
Joseph Egan said that's BS. You better not try to hide our relationship online.
Yeah.
Who?
I mean,
Joseph Egan said
Joseph.
yeah,
He
if
said,
you're
don't hide
married,
me.
if you're in
You
a
better be
relationship,
proud
why
about that.
not?
Put it out there. Let
you
everybody
gotta
know.
put it out there. I mean,
Put
and
the
then if you're
stamp.
out and about and,
But I think that should be something that A, is discussed between you and your partner, and B,
He said it's disrespectful.
how's it
What's
disrespectful?
disrespectful?
That's what Joseph said.
To
Joseph
not
said it's
put it on
disrespectful
there?
to not put it on there. I think eventually.
No, it
hold on, wait a minute.
Okay.
No, wait.
And not everybody shares their relationship
No.
status.
Yeah,
But see,
like
that's-
I don't, for example, even in the past when I was in a relationship, then I have not put it out there. I mean, but then you see a lot of pictures with, two people.
But doesn't
Nobody
it?
can tell me that.
But wait a minute.
Nobody can tell
How
much.
much?
You have-
You have a whole rotating.
How much do you share on Facebook though? Because I can understand this. Real quick though, I can understand what you guys are saying. V's comment. I can understand that in the sense as all you do on Facebook is just business stuff. If that's the case, then that's fine. But if you do share personal life stuff on your page,
Yeah.
then it kind of does beg the question: why don't you include your relationship? If you're putting anything else like, hey, I did this last week, and I went over here yesterday, and we do this, and here's me and my kids, and here's me and my brother, and here's blah blah blah. If you're doing that kind of stuff, and then you don't put your relationship on there,
What do you have
doesn't
your
it
relationship
kinda
status
seem-
on Facebook?
But you have. But what if you?
Yes, I do.
What does
Let's
it say?
check
What
that.
does it say?
Let's
Let
check
me
it.
check.
My,
Let me
my,
check.
you can check it right now. It says exactly what I am, and it says what it is, and my wife says exactly what it is, and that's what it is.
Okay.
So I don't have nothing to hide on mine, and if I'm being in a relationship, that's what it is. So that's how I roll. So what I'm asking is if
But it took
you're
time.
in
You
a
didn't
relationship.
exactly right when you guys got a relationship. Did you?
No, to
2
be
months
honest,
into it.
to be honest,
Oh, I'm in a relationship.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell
Did
you
you
what.
do it after 6 months.
I'ma
Did
tell
you do
you-
it after 8 months? Tell me.
I'm gonna tell you.
Talk to me.
When I was dating people that I was not sure about, it was not a publicly known thing in the social media era. I was not putting it out there because I wasn't sure about that person.
But
when
social
it
media
when
was
it became
prevalent then.
well, it was prevalent at those times. What I'm saying is when it was a situation that I was serious about and they were serious about me, it did become a situation where like I can't put stuff on this Facebook page. And yeah, it's not the most important thing in the world, but if you are sharing things about your life and then you're not going to share the other person, it might kind of start seeming that you don't want to share the person with the world. Maybe you're not proud of them. Maybe you aren't sure about it. I don't know. Sometimes I'm just saying it's not what it is necessarily, but it could seem like that. And even if it's not like that to you, it may seem like that to other people, which might actually affect your
I think
relationship more.
I think that can go into like wearing wedding ring. Do you know?
But that's the
you
same
know,
thing.
Is it the same thing?
You
I
just
don't
said
have-
it.
I'm
You
just
just brought it
asking.
up. I'm just
Is
saying
it the same thing?
But
Because I know guys that have been married. They don't wear no wedding ring.
Right,
They've been married
okay.
60 years.
Right, okay, but how many people you know that's been married 60 years and don't wear a wedding?
60 years?
That's been
I
married
don't-
60 years?
I
Stop
don't-
one.
Really?
Yeah. You don't know nobody married 60 years and
Okay.
wear no wedding ring.
Exactly.
Okay.
50 years.
Okay, I
Oh,
like
50.
B's comment. She
Me.
said
Right, right,
Facebook
you are.
relationship status is for the young people. It's
Mhm.
not hiding it. It's being respectful. What did people do when there wasn't a Facebook? That's true. But there's nothing wrong with sharing it either.
Yeah.
It's just that it shouldn't be such a big deal.
It shouldn't be a
Yeah.
big deal.
It
And you shouldn't put a whole value on your relationship on like.
Like
Whether
whether
or
you
not
say
you-
you're in
you
a
post
relationship
on
or
But
not.
people
And
do.
people do that, and that's the problem with Facebook.
But
on
it
top of
does
our
beg,
relationship.
but it does beg the question. People will start wondering.
Why? If
Why
you
don't
want
you
to
say
you
those
wonder about
words?
my life, that's I mean, hey, man, yes
Yeah.
or
So
no.
Chris says, Nicole, if you're posting pictures that are provocative and lure men to your inbox, you don't think
Yeah.
having your Facebook relationship status makes sense. You need to make it known. It's very disrespectful, and I'm sorry if I was dating a girl and she is posting provocative pictures.
Yeah,
best
that's
be known,
exactly
I better
what I
be
was saying
present on
to
your
her
page.
earlier.
I'm not saying I wouldn't put relationship status. My relationship status is on my page. I'm just saying that For people
I
who
don't.
make a big deal about it shouldn't be that big of a deal.
Okay, so
I'm old
so-
school.
so
Old school, back in the day, you would never necessarily say that. You don't.
you never said what?
You're in a relationship or your relationship.
When
Oh,
when
Barry,
hold on.
Barry,
When in the old school?
Eternal Bachelor.
When
No.
when in the old school has it been okay for you to not say that you was in a relationship?
I'm just talking
with
about
them?
back in the day.
When?
All
What
I'm
day?
saying-
What day was that?
Okay.
Tell me.
Back in the day.
Tell me what day. What
Shut
time was
up.
that?
No.
That's enough. Time
No,
out.
when I was in my 20s, nobody really went back
That was back in the day.
Well, it was back in the day.
Were you ever in a relationship, Barry?
Hell, yes, I was. What the hell you
Were you?
How you
Were
gonna
you?
say
Were you?
Oh, wow.
When was that okay?
Here,
That's what I want
here's
to
a
know.
good one for you. Chris says, and Barry, you're telling me all those photos with those women on your page. You think
Oh,
if you
wow,
started
put 'em on
dating
blast.
someone, she will want to be on your Facebook as your lady, not just another woman in a cool photo
Oh!
with you?
Yeah, good point. Good point, Chris. Good point.
You know what, Chris? You're
Oh,
banned
no.
from this.
Ah.
No more questions from Chris.
You got the band.
Okay.
Yeah, Joseph said, Barry, you a damn
Okay, you know
lie.
what? Okay, first of all, no, I'm not lying about it. What did Joseph say?
You a
You did?
you
That
a-
is old school. You know, man, I'm just.
What old school? When was it ever cool for somebody to not say they's in a relationship? B, I'm trying to roll with you, man, but I gotta
You're
understand
even
this.
younger. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, maybe so. I don't.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me when. That was okay.
Shots fired.
Tell me when that was okay. I just don't. I don't
Okay.
think that was.
I think that you can be happily in a relationship. You don't necessarily have to be all blatant and some people are just.
That
kinda
just sounds
discreet.
like a ready-made
No,
answer
no,
to
it's not.
somebody.
Some
Like,
people
look,
are just
baby,
discreet
you know
about
what?
it.
I just don't be putting my stuff
No.
out there like that. You know,
I
I
just
just don't
don't-
put it out there for everybody to know
And so-
what I'm doing.
Oh,
That's what it sounds like
Oh,
to me.
wow.
That's what it
I
sounds
want to
like.
look back on his and see how long it took for him to say
It
relationship.
actually didn't take that long.
I
It
guarantee you probably took about 8 months.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying
well,
Well,
it
you
didn't
posted a
take
wedding
that-
picture, then you're married.
It didn't take that much. It didn't take that long.
Took about 8 months, probably.
So that's as far as you go. Well, you saw my wedding picture, so you don't need to know.
What
more.
about people, like I know couples who have one Facebook and they share the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Nah, that's corny.
That's corny.
No,
Don't you think that's corny, Nicole?
no. Would you?
It to me it shows that it can go either way. It can be like, okay, we're a united front, we're married, we're gonna have one Facebook, there's no secrets, or it could be like, I don't trust you, so we're
No,
not.
I think some people.
So you're
do
like,
it-
that- that's
no.
not-
That time, I think some people do it because the other party is not really into Facebook, so that they could so they could have a because
Like a family
Yeah,
Facebook?
family Facebook. So
Well, I'm just-
I give it.
each is
I
their
give
own.
them
I never
that.
thought about
I
it.
give them that.
No, wait.
Yeah.
I think
I never thought about it.
Nicole, you're saying that doing the joint Facebook. That's like the when the old school answer machines.
Lance, you're wrong
Remember
about
the
that.
answer machines
That's
is
'cause
like,
somebody
we're
cheated.
not
Not
home.
Yeah.
We're not here. We're gone. If you want to leave a message, call us. That's that. I wouldn't do that. That's stupid. I think that everybody needs to do their own
I think why is it that if you don't put something on there, people always assume the worst though? Oh, he must be cheating. It's like it goes from like left field. It's like
I think it's because
It's
most
just
people
weird,
do.
though.
Because
No,
most
no,
people
no,
do.
this is my
don't.
thing here.
That's not
Why
true.
would you even
Most
be
people
bothered?
don't.
Not true.
most people don't.
Anybody who's looking
Why
at
are
your
you
page
being
that
bothered?
closely has issues.
That's what I don't understand. I take pictures
No,
with friends of mine,
no, wait a
and
minute.
I enjoy my
Wait a minute.
friends.
Time out, because I ain't gonna let you
Gina's
get away with
my
that.
friend.
I ain't gonna let you get away with that because that's not true.
We had multiple pictures.
You
Yeah.
saying most anybody's looking at close at your pictures, they've
No,
got
that's looking
problems.
at whether his relationship status.
That's,
is there.
that's not because they got problems. You got girls and guys that are trying to get at you, and they're gonna check your relationship status. And if you don't have it on there, they're gonna be like,
no. That's not what I meant.
Inbox.
I meant because he was saying that if they think that he doesn't, because he doesn't have it on there, that he's cheating. I
Yeah.
said anybody who's that involved in your Facebook page has issues.
Well, the girl might
But
think that though.
women do
But
kind of tend to
but
always
his-
think the worst.
But
of
his
guys.
girl, if there was a girl in this scenario, she might be the one that thinks that after a while because she sees all the
But
other
we
stuff
said
that's
after a
going on.
while, not so
Okay,
soon.
so
I think
how
people-
about like if you're in a relationship, you really did not announce it, but people see you all the time with photos together, etc. So obviously you are in a relationship together. But let's say you, Barry, you continue to post pictures with girls, and you're already involved in a relationship. How do you think is that acceptable?
It depends on the nature of
And then-
the picture.
Is this like the lap comment?
That wasn't me. I just said
No,
that.
I'm saying-
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So,
that's-
so because you continue to say that you have pictures. I normally will accept however many. Like let's say we're in a relationship, Barry. Okay.
Okay.
You post like 10 pictures with girls with you, and I was not in the picture of any of that. I'm okay with that
Because
as
you know
long
me.
as
If you know your spouse,
as,
you
as
know
long
your,
as you post
Wait a minute.
pictures
How
of me
fine are the
too.
girls in the picture with him?
Huh?
How fine are the girls in the picture with him?
Well,
Because if they
It
were,
has
if
nothing
they were
to
really
do with
fine,
that.
if they really fine, you don't feel some kind of way.
See how Terry's thinking?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It might make you think I'm
Barry
just
is
saying.
posting like 10 pictures of women with, his friends, and then there's also a picture of me, then I'm okay with it.
Okay.
What I have a problem
There you
with
go.
is that if Barry
There you
has
go.
pictures of 10 women and none of me, then you are in
Ooh.
trouble.
Let me say, okay, let me flip that
Oh,
around.
that's
Let me
kinda-
ask you this though. Let me go off of that. What you saying, Tina? That you cool with that? Okay, fine. So let's say that you know that Barry is
Okay,
like.
why is Barry? I don't
We have
Okay,
to
know.
give example.
some guy, if we know that the guy that you're with at this time, you know that he has a certain type, okay?
Mm.
And he has a certain type of girl that he's into, right? Maybe he's into big women. He likes big, he likes them big, extra big. And maybe you see him in a picture with a big woman that he would look like he's somebody he wants to be with. And you seeing him in pictures like that. You ain't gonna maybe start thinking, well, he's with these big women. Well, wait a minute, I don't know. Maybe he's
talking
doing
about
this-
Usher.
I'm thinking about Usher. Maybe he wants. Why is he in the picture with this
There's
big woman?
some-
That ain't
there's
gonna
some
make you
beautiful
think.
big women,
Or
though.
maybe it's
Oh,
not. Maybe he wants some supermodel looking chick or whatever. Maybe if you see him in these pictures with somebody who you know
Okay,
he wants
the
to
point
looks
is,
like somebody you would be with,
You would have
a
feel
problem.
some type of way.
Yeah, I will feel some type of way if you don't equally post pictures with me, for example.
So I got to do 2 pictures.
No,
of
2
Nina
pictures
and
for
2 pictures of
everyone.
the big woman.
No, 2 pictures
2
for
pictures
everyone.
with the big woman and then 2 pictures with Nina. And I'm
If you got
all right,
one picture,
we'll take it.
if you got one picture with the big girl, you gotta get
Someone
two.
needs
of
to
these.
have. You know what? We need to create like a Facebook etiquette on dating.
Yeah.
There's gotta be
we
something to
should.
follow.
No, we need to have like
Okay,
the
okay,
10
this is what we're
commandments
gonna
of 10 commandments of
Yeah.
Facebook dating.
Yes.
And I will probably
Okay, we're
fail
gonna tell.
each
No,
and
we're
every
gonna
one of
tell
them.
our
I failed
viewers.
at all of them.
Don't feel all of them.
Stop right now. So you want to do a Facebook etiquette?
We'll do a Facebook
What
etiquette.
we're gonna do is this one. We're gonna start a thread for the you can comment your
On the page.
on the page.
On the page.
So
Go to the page.
we're gonna create something like that.
We
And
gotta
it's
figure
in
this
the
out.
Suggestion.
I'll
We
make
gotta
a
figure this
graphic.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
We've got to figure this out. So this is what we're
We're
gonna
gonna
do.
do
I
that.
like this. We're gonna do this on the page. Look for it on the page. It's gonna be out there sometime this week. Urban Shop Talk Live page. Look at the page.
The etiquette of
Etiquette on Facebook, and we're gonna tally them
Is
out.
it
Give
going
them
to be
this.
in relation to dating?
in
Yeah.
relation to
Yeah.
relationships.
And the
only.
relationship rules of dating on Facebook.
Facebook.
And I
We
disagree
want
with
your-
each and every one of them already.
We want your
so
comments.
basically, we want your comments.
They're
yeah.
all wrong.
We're gonna figure this thing out because we've been talking about this. We've been
Yeah.
racking our brains. We can't get nowhere. We need your help. So help us with this list.
Face
Urban Shop Talk Live.
dating.
The rules
Yes.
of dating on Facebook. We want you
Urban
guys'
Shop Talk.
rules.
Yeah, so this week, we're gonna post it, and then we can incorporate it for next
All right,
week.
we got a lot of
next
questions.
week, Monday.
People been
We're gonna take a
going-
few comments and we gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yes. Where are we at? If you need Facebook to validate your relationship, you got more problems than just that. I do agree.
That's
Do
what you
agree?
tell your girl when you don't want to put her on the picture with you.
That was Lance, and
Wow.
if his women ain't
That's what
tripping,
you
no
said.
other woman opinion matters. We already discussed that kind of. Nicholas Jones,
Baby,
and
we
that's
don't
what
need
I
to have
come
it on there.
down to. People being so damn insecure within themselves that if a status isn't showing, they're feeling
I got you, Nick.
They're in their feelings. Yeah.
I think you're right, but also communication. You guys gotta communicate that.
So Joseph said, "Ain't no 10 commandments
Here we
of
go.
etiquette, just common sense."
Just
No,
common-
you know
no,
what?
there's
You
no
know what?
common
We
sense.
can't
We're
get
gonna,
them
we're
to
gonna
see.
have to create it.
Everybody
Joseph.
got something different.
Everybody
man.
got
Yeah,
something different.
everybody has something to say about this. So we're gonna take all the comments and then we're gonna group together. We're gonna vote and then we're gonna pick the best ones.
We'll come up with the 10. We'll come up with the top 10. The 10
Barry and
commandments.
Terry broke
Broke 'em
them
already.
I didn't break nothing.
What makes you think I did?
I don't agree with that.
That's not
And
true.
I also want to say hi to John Massey. John, thank you for joining in. You're a little bit late. We're almost done. We're wrapping up here, but thank you for tuning in. But you can also rewind
Check
and
back and then comment on
watch
it.
it from the beginning. Anything else? Thank you guys. You guys were great. Thank you, V. Appreciate it.
Thank you, V, for all your
and
insight.
before we sign off, remember there was a question from Chris Williams about the steak dinner, etc. I'm
Yeah,
not
who-
ignoring you.
Are you J-Lo?
I'm J-Lo. I might be looking like you.
I don't know,
So anyways, Chris Williams.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for the
Oh,
invite.
wow.
Thanks
See,
for the invite.
where's ours? Terry,
34
where's our, hey, where's our,
Thanks for the invite.
I don't know. Hey,
they don't want to see where
okay.
at?
Hey, I don't know. People don't answer my calls. So what do I know? So anyway, we want to thank everybody for joining us again on another episode, and we are going to be back next week. And
We got some good stuff coming up. We got
Good-
some really good
Yes.
topics.
good stuff. We got some good guests. A lot of things coming up pretty soon. So keep watching and
Please share us. And thank
Please
you
like
for-
our
Like
page
us.
too.
and man, share us, man.
Nicole, where can they find you at?
Nicole J Fitness on
Oh.
Facebook and Nicole J _Fitness on Instagram.
Holla.
All right, Miss Dina.
Dina in Seattle. Please like my page. I mean, I just started it, but you know, of all my 2,000 plus, you
Good
know,
job.
friends, I mean, who I personally know on
Oh,
my
really?
Facebook, I wanted to increase my Dina in Seattle one. So I'm building that. So please like my page too.
All right, and Barry,
Barry
where's the
K.
shop at?
Crosby, 5,000 followers. I'm lying.
It's coming. It's coming. Where's the shop at, B?
529 Central Avenue North. Y'all know.
All right, and keep a lookout for more Flash 5 reviews. I got a review of It on the Open Shop Talk.
Oh yeah,
Live
man!
page
Check
right
out
now.
his review.
Check that out.
Man.
We got
I'm
some
gonna
more.
check that out tomorrow.
That's right. It's a good movie. So go ahead and check out some more reviews coming up there, and we will
And
be
we're gonna
back.
talk about Narcos. Got it.
Yeah.
Definitely got to talk about that.
That seat, man, it's been on.
It's on
And
point.
also, guys, on our page, please feel free to, you know, post some questions, comments, or, you know,
Suggestions, anything.
Suggestions, anything. We want you guys to be engaged with us, and so we want topics to be more interesting to you.
We're all family.
That's
Somebody
right.
else.
Everybody, thank you all for watching. We'll
Thank
be
you.
back next week, and until next time, peace
Have
out.
a great week. Bye.